many of that opinion say aye. So everybody shouts aye, not even caring what it is you are shouting aye to. Yet, Article 10 dictates that there must be, and the courts have ruled, public participation must be substantive. It must have meaning. I was quite impressed with the discussions from the panelists and the questions that were coming from the floor. So, and I'm not responding to any question that has been asked, but I think some of the questions have also been quite pertinent. It does not matter what policies we come up with also. If we don't sit down, look at this grand norm which we gave ourselves. This document, what does it say? If it says that there's going to be compulsory and free basic education, should it command us or whoever it is that is in office to sit down and evaluate, call these experts? We have many experts in this country. How much would it cost if we are going to do this? Because it is there in the Constitution. Every child is entitled to, as a right to, compulsory and free. And to his credit, and we don't tire saying this, to his credit, one of the last bills that the late President Mwai Kibaki signed into law was actually the Basic Education Act, which, even on its title, is supposed to implement that provision of Article 53 on free, basic, and compulsory education. So it behoves everybody to sit and look through the document. What is it requiring? What is it commanding us to do? So that we do it for the benefit of both ourselves and the future generations of this country. I want to just give a small example. Now that I found this National Infrastructure Bond being discussed, and the moderator is here. Sometimes in the year 2021, there was a proposal to merge Kenya Airways, Kenya Airports Authority, and Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. Bring it into one body. I asked the question. I'm sure some of you may know where I was at that time. Has this thing been discussed? Who's going to? Because there are Kenyans who own shares in Kenya Airways. Kenya Airports Authority is owned by the public, so it's owned by every one of us. When you make it into one body, a limited liability company, how are the Kenyans who have grown these institutions going to benefit? Well, everybody has their own style of doing things, the moderator of that panel, but I read through the document and I realized this thing is too dangerous for the country. And notwithstanding like we have today, because today anything that is proposed from the executive will just pass. People will just be bulldozed and some bought, and they will pass. So if you realize you have that kind of situation, you must devise ways of ensuring that that does not happen in the interest of the public. I did what I did, and today, those three entities are still separate. But of course, you have seen the latest efforts which were there, which some of my friends here went to court to stop the Adani deal. It was still going to do the same thing. So I want to really say that I appreciate my presence here and the contributions that I've had from you and want to assure you that we in the Democratic Party are fully committed to ensuring that what is required of us to implement fully the Constitution, and more particularly issues to do with the rule of law, human rights, and social justice, are enjoyed by every Kenyan. I don't want to say that I want to salute you by whatever salutation, but suffice to say, I believe what our party stands for is, from my heart, you give power to the people. DP, power to the people, because it belongs to you. Even the Constitution acknowledges that. Thank you very much.
All right, as the Honorable JB goes down, hand over the mic to Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. He will be responding to his questions. And then Thorn and Charlotte, where are you? Questions, are you ready? Honorable Rigathi, was yours.
Thank you very much. Angela from Maybe University. It's true, I fight for the dignity of the payslip because the payslips for our workers have been eroded and they have no purchasing power. There is overtaxation, and what's unfortunate is that those taxes are not being used for building roads and providing water and electricity, but those funds are being diverted and used to bribe the people of Kenya. We intend, once we form government, to restore the dignity of the payslip by rationalizing taxation, taxing Kenyans in a prudent manner, and using those taxes for the purpose of which they were taxed, the people of Kenya. It's true, you have talked about the job opportunities so that you can also have payslips that are dignified. We intend to work very hard on import substitution so that we are doing manufacturing here in the country to create job opportunities for our young people and for Kenyans at large. Again, the issues of agro-processing and value addition so that we create as many jobs as practically possible for our young people instead of importing goods from out of the country. Again, we intend to work very hard on financial inclusion where we provide seed capital at very reasonable interest rate for our young people to start small businesses and create employment for other young people. I want to encourage you, Angela, that you are fighting for leadership. That is the way to go. I wish you well. You have my blessings. Go for it. Na usiogope. Emmanuel, it's true. You are saying that for too long, the young people have been told they are the leaders of tomorrow. You must fight that nonsense. You are not the leaders of tomorrow. You are the leaders of today. And you must fight for your space on the decision-making table. And if you are not on the decision-making table, make sure you come down with that table. Sindio? And in our party, DCP, we have clear provisions and created organs for our young people to get them involved in leadership. We have our youth league that is very active. I think the leader of that youth wing, Wanjiku Thega, I don't know whether she's here. Wanjiku Thega is the leader of our youth wing. We also have a caucus for students to engage in leadership. And those of you who are in universities, DCP is your party of choice. We have the leader, he is called Willie. I don't know whether he's here. He's here. So please, when those of you who want to get into serious leadership, engage this young man and he can give you how to start getting involved in leadership. We want our young people to participate fully. And as I've told you, nobody will come for you from your houses. Come where the leaders are and demand your space.